This is Jonathan Agatha for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Lucas Roehrig, who returns this Friday at York Hall, live on DAZN. Lucas, good to be back.
Yeah, good to be back.
Obviously, another step up for you this Friday night. What do you know about your opponent heading into the fight?
Watched a bit of tape on him. I think he's 7-2, 5 knockouts. So based on the record, can punch a little bit. But yeah, just watch a bit of tape. If I box my fight, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. And we'd get him out of there for mid to late rounds or even early.
Have you done anything differently in this camp? As you're going through the pro ranks, are you learning anything new?
Yeah, I mean, each camp's a little bit different. For this camp itself, I've done a lot more strength conditioning. I've actually tried to put on a couple kilos of muscle mass with my new strength conditioning coach Joe, and it's been successful. It's feeling a lot stronger, feeling more powerful, and other than that, just same thing. Train hard. Had some great rounds with top guys like Chris Billum and some great amateurs, and other than that, yeah, just firing on all cylinders.
You're obviously in the Cruiserweight division. How far do you feel like you're off the English British level?
I think I'm right there. I think I'm right on the cusp. There's some titles floating about that I would love to get my hands on. I think even a couple intercontinental titles, WBC youth title. I don't know who has that at the moment. I think some Turkish guy, but I think it's either got I fight him or be vacated. I'm still eligible for that. And then obviously you've got the English title floating about. So whatever we can get our hands on, then we'll jump on the opportunity.
You mentioned putting on some muscle and size. I know you told you were sparring Eddie Hall for his fight with Tommy Fury. First of all, how did that even come about?
I think his manager's got contact with mine, and obviously Tommy Fury is a cruiserweight. He's boxing at the pro level. He's a professional boxer, so they thought it'd make sense. And yeah, it was really fun, to be honest with you. Real fun. It's a great experience in sparred heavyweights before, but no one at that mass and strength. And I'm Team Eddie Hall, rooting for him. Hopefully he gets the business done on June 13th.
What was his power like? Did he land anything?
It's more so I felt his power in the clinch with the little punches, but defensively, of course he's an athlete, he's a strong man, but you don't come from a boxing background. So for myself, I'm able to get away with the punches and everything. But of course he's 150 kilos. Whoever he's going to hit, he's going to knock them out. So hopefully he can get the W against Tommy, and if not, then I'll spin the block and I'll get the revenge for him.
How many rounds did you do with him?
It was done 6 rounds.
And what was his stamina like? Someone of that size and power, but was he able to sort of stay in there with you for 6 rounds comfortably?
Yeah, it was a full-on spar. So for himself, I think they're doing 6-2s. So he's got to be quite aggressive, and I think that's what he's working on in camp, being quite aggressive, pressing the issue, and because it's only 2 minutes, that minute difference is a big difference. But yeah, I think probably he's be coming towards the end of camp, and I think he's going to be in good shape to handle those 6-2s comfortably.
You said if Eddie doesn't win the fight, that you'll get the revenge for him. Tommy's always said, look, I'm not just an influencer boxer, I want to win titles and stuff. Do you feel like he could prove that by fighting you for maybe an English title, a British title, whatever it is, and then that would be what he wants to do?
Yeah, I think exactly that. I think at one point he was top 10 in the British rankings. I think I'm ranked number 6 now. So, the next couple fights I'll get, my hands on some sort of belt, and like you just said, he backs himself as a professional cruiserweight boxer. His dad speaks very highly of him, you know, thinks he can, you know, I think he's even claimed that he can win a British title or, you know, fight at international level. So I believe I'll be the perfect person to prove that against. And, you know, he'd have the best of both worlds, where he's got the fame and, you know, obviously making a lot of money from the misfits side, and then he can get the respect and, you know, of the proper loyal boxing fans and the boxing world by fighting someone like me.
Finally, Lucas, we all saw the fight between Usyk and Rico Verhoeven in Egypt on Saturday night. What did you make of Rico's performance and the stoppage?
Yeah, I mean, he was very close to shaking up the boxing world. It was a bit crazy. Don't know if Usyk fully took him seriously, or the greatest of camps. And yeah, I mean, the stoppage, it ruined it a bit. I think he was going, but you know, they should have let it, you know, go on the last rounds, because I do believe if Rico had survived the 12th and final round, I do believe he would have got the decision and won the fight. That's how I had it on my scorecard. And you know, it was a bit of a weird one, because you're watching it and you're thinking, like, what am I actually seeing here? But it happened. But Usyk got the job done at the end of the day, and he got the win. So yeah, that's the most important thing.
Cool. Lucas, best of luck Friday night. Tell everyone where they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram, Lucas Roehrig 1, same on TikTok and all other social media platforms.
Cool. Best of luck, and watch either your call on DAZN on Friday night. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you.